my friends, and hello, my friend.
Hi,
How are you, Kathy?
I am doing great. I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh my gosh, we are so happy to have you. Friends, let me introduce you to our Midwinter Market guest artist, Kathy Cano-Mirillo, the Crafty Chica herself. Again, I know we say it every time we see you on the broadcast, Kathy, but we are so grateful and thankful that you are here with us, sharing that special Crafty Chica uh, enthusiasm that you have been doing for so many years. I'm Kate Richberg. This is Kathy Cano-Mirillo, and I'm just along for the ride, my friends, just like you. So it's fantastic to have you all here. Um, all right, Kathy, people are jumping on right and left saying hello. Let me see. I thought,
Ooh, bless you.
am I going to sneeze? Am I? Oh, pardon me. Sorry. The beauty of a live broadcast.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It sneaks up on you. I was like, how do I get off the screen? Oh my goodness. There we are. Sorry about that. Let me get back to the business at hand. Um, Heidi is saying you are a great painter.
Oh, thank
Tina
you.
is saying hello and welcome to the Crafty Chica. Metasol is saying anytime I get to talk to her and get business insight from her, I take it.
Oh,
Agreed. Let's see. Metasol also says you are one of her favorite people with lots and lots of.
oh, thank you. I'm sending hugs out to everybody.
Oh my goodness.
What a
Kim,
fun way to spend the day together.
isn't it? I mean,
Creating, yes.
the presentations today have just been great. Today and yesterday, they've just been so great. I'm so inspired. Um, if you want to rewatch these presentations, my friends, you can go back to the Great Bead Extravaganza page, the group, the YouTube channel. Kathy's going to share this out after the broadcast on her socials as well, so you'll be able to find that there. The template that Kathy made us, and I'll flash it in a minute, it's in the group, the Great Bead Extravaganza group, just as a JPEG. You can download it, size it however you want, and use it as some inspiration. I love this. Clem is saying hello from Sonoma County, where jeans jackets never went out of style. I love it. I love it. So we've got a couple of things that we want to share. We've got you've got a giveaway
Mm-hmm.
for us. You also have a retreat kind of tied into that giveaway
Yes.
that you want to share with us. So why don't you tell us, Kathy, a little bit about the retreat, a little bit
Sure.
about the giveaway you're doing, and then I'll tell everyone how they can enter to win.
Great. Well, I have been hosting online retreats since 2020. They have been popular, so fun. I look forward to them. I do them about 3 to 4 times a year. This one is my favorite. It is celebrating corazones, the hearts, the hearts. So it's one day, 6 workshops. I send all of the kits to your house, plus some extra goodies from here in Phoenix. And we have everything from painting to clay. What are some of the other projects? There's like 6 different projects: paper
Oh my
crafting,
goodness.
and it's just really fun. We start at 10 in the morning and go all the way to o'clock. And
Great.
I am giving a spot away, a ticket away, someone here today who is watching. And I thought it would be a wonderful way to just kind of close out my session. And other fabulous teachers here have been sharing their workshops or their gigs as well. So I thought I would do it.
I'm so excited. That's so great. So, if you folks, if you want to join Kathy at her retreat, she's also used coupon code Chica to get a discount on the Crafty Corazon online retreat. The registration opened on January 12th at noon, but there's still some spots
We have
available.
a few spots left. Yes.
They're going
Sign
quickly. So
sooner than later because they go fast.
they go fast. So if you want to wait, we're going to do the drawing at the end of the broadcast, and I'm going to tell you how to enter. You need to be here to win. It's also only open to folks, US winners only, because Kathy has to send you. You'll get her kit. So she's only going to send that within the United States. Sorry, not internationally. But if you want to join her and you're international, they can, right, Kathy? You'll
Yeah, we'll
send
figure
those.
something out.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So okay, so this is what you do, friends, to win. You can go over to her Crafty Chica website to enroll. But here today, if you want to win a spot, what you're gonna do, and they're all online classes. Yes, I'll drop a link. Thanks, Melanie. I'll drop a link. I'll go over to her website and drop the link for it. I any more questions about this? The retreat is all going to be virtual, right, Kathy? It's all
Yes.
online.
Yes. And you get the
Um,
link afterwards, so you can do it on your own after it's
oh,
over.
that's great. So if you
Mhm.
can't be there and watch it live, because it's via Zoom, I think, right? Via Zoom.
Yep.
You'll be able to go back and watch it and refresh your skills. So to win, my friends, let me tell you, what you're going to do is you're going to comment with the hashtag heart. And you can comment in the comments wherever you're watching from. And towards the end of the broadcast, after everyone's been commenting, and we'll pop in to remind you about that comment, just enter that hashtag heart. And at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to run our giveaway tool, and one of you who is watching is going to win. So exciting. I love technology. So amazing. So let's start doing that. Yep. Awesome. Hashtag heart. Let me make sure that they are. Yes. I'm going to add this to the screen so you folks can see it. Look, you're entering already. So just hashtag heart,
Right
hashtag
on.
heart.
Yes.
Perfect. 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 Do remember that you need to be in the US to win so you can get that kit sent out to you. While Kathy's doing her presentation for you, I'm going to jump over to her website and pull the link for her retreat. So if you want to join her, you can. And yes, it's hashtag heart written out, not a little heart sign like this. Okay. Yes, hashtag HEART. Just like Roxanne has done it right here. Okay, so let me get rid of all these banners. Kathy, I'm going to add your table camera.
Okay.
There it is. I am going to spotlight that camera. And
Great.
you, my friend, take it away.
Awesome. I turned off my face camera so you can focus on here. Now,
Perfect.
this jacket is one that I did. This one is actually in one of my books, The Crafty Chica Creates. And I just wanted to show you this to see the possibilities. You can use any kind of jeans jacket. I prefer when you buy them brand new, make sure to give them a wash to remove any sizing.
Mm,
Another tip is you can use any kind of craft paint or fabric paint. If you use craft paint, I suggest getting some fabric medium to add to the craft paint. That way it will be nice and soft and not crunchy, because you want the jacket and the paint to be very. So you can see this one, I just did the whole jacket. Like, I didn't go right in the middle. I just had fun doing these big flowers. And then I added these little hearts to fill it out. Super, super cute. Now, for today, I have something a little more simple. So I have a jacket here. this has already been pre-washed. And I'm just going to open it up. Now, if you have the template, you could print it out to whatever size that you want, put some transfer paper underneath, and then just lightly sketch it out on there. You could use chalk to sketch it. But you know what? I have done these so many times. I'm going to freehand it with you to show you how easy it is. We're just doing a heart. A heart is very easy. Now I have my fabric paint here. Actually, it's white craft paint 2-to-1 mixed with the fabric medium. And I mix those up, and I have a large size round brush. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add a heart right here.
And Kathy, while you're painting, there's a quick question. Will a jeans style jacket made from a stable knit work, or is denim the best
It,
thing to do for
um,
this?
I really prefer, I mean, you could do it on anything. I prefer denim just because it
Mhm.
gives like a smoother surface to paint with.
Right.
However, if it's like a cable knit kind of thing, maybe you could paint an applique on fabric and then stitch it onto the jacket.
Oh, that's really clever. Right, right,
Yeah, that
right.
way. And I'll tell you a little trick. Let me move this around here. I have a fan on my art table. I don't think you could see it in the shot, but this
Oh.
is for your art table. Here, I'll see if I can scooch this over so you can see.
Oh, so it helps it dry
Yes,
faster.
so you can't see it, but
Mhm.
it's a
That's
clip-on lamp that I
very
have
clever.
on a little pole where I have my top down. I highly suggest it for any crafter. It really comes in handy when you want something to dry a little fast, especially when you're teaching. Now, I like doing these little scallops around my heart. So first I did the heart, and now I'm going to go through and just add these little scallops.
And Kathy, you said your brush was it's just kind of a
Yeah,
long
it's just a
bristle?
round brush.
Mhm.
It's like a
Okay,
medium-sized round brush.
okay.
So
I'm
I'm
getting
just,
together all of the things I need in my head. I'm all
oh,
round brush.
good,
Got it.
good. Now, the trick with this really is you want to do a thin layer of paint. You that way it will dry faster because we know how long it takes for stuff to dry, and then you got to go do something and come back and see if it's dry. So I always work in thin layers, and I just keep going through and just kind of pulling the paint so that it will stretch out a little bit more to make a thinner layer, and then you can go back in and add a second thin layer. It, we've all been there to where it's like, oh, I'm gonna pile on a bunch of paint to try to get it in one layer. It just doesn't work like that.
Gotcha. And there's a question about the fabric medium, Kathy. Um,
Uh-huh.
what is I've used fabric medium before, but the fabric medium, what does it do? You were saying it gives the
Yes, so it has some, it gives it elasticity. So
mm,
it makes it soft. It has it makes it more pliable and soft so it doesn't crack. So the paint doesn't crack.
gotcha. And you can just find that at any craft store,
Yeah,
right?
any craft store.
Mhm.
Just in the paint section, look for where they have like the gloss mediums, they have
Mhm.
sparkle varnish, all of those. Just look for the fabric medium. And you know what's so funny is I have even another fan. This one.
I love it.
So this is for like when I'm working on photo shoots, and there's a cameraman waiting. I like double with the fan and with this to keep it going. So I'm just gonna use this. If your jacket is very thin, you could put like a piece of cardboard underneath. But this one's pretty good. I've never had one seep through like that. You could even, like paint on another piece of fabric on here. You can trim it in beads, whatever you would like to do. So, well, I'm going to let this dry in front of the fan just a little bit, and I'll show you. This is painting on fabric. So,
Oh
you
my
know, we talked
goodness.
about the cable knit sweater. So this is fabric that I use Mod Podge to attach it to just a piece of canvas board. I coated it all in Mod Podge, and it gave it that nice slick surface so I could then paint of this. And because I'm not wearing this as clothing, this is very stiff with the Mod Podge, I have to add the fabric medium to this. So it's just showing how you can fabric.
That is so cool. And that
Yeah,
fabric, was it printed with the words on the back, or did
yes.
you?
So this is
Okay.
actually from my Crafty Chica fashion with Riley
Um,
Blake Designs.
ah,
And I like the way that it just had all of the words. It made for a
yeah,
nice
beautiful.
background. So tonight I'm actually doing a live painting at a concert on stage, right? Where there's going to be a DJ and I have to be there with the easel. So I'm doing a 20 by 20 canvas that I just covered all with scrap fabric, Mod Podged it down, and I'm going to do the painting on top of the fabric canvas.
Oh my
So
goodness,
it
how
really,
fun.
it's actually like a trending craft right now. Cover your canvas with fabric and then paint on top of it. So
Wow.
it's going off of. So this looks pretty good right here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some black paint to create my frame and my outline so that I know where to add the other color. And it is perfectly fine if I need to touch it up later. I'm gonna go through brushes here, and I like this one and this one. These are some nice skinny liner brushes,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna use this one. And this paint I have is I watered it down a little bit
Mm.
just to make it kind of inky so that it will glide good. And I'm going
And
to go on the inside of this scallops here. And this will just help me frame. I'm going to put my design. It's okay if it's not perfect right now. Just helping me eyeball where I'm going to put my designs.
wow, that
Because
looks
it,
great.
yeah, it comes together very easily. And this pattern I gave you is really easy to follow. And again, I'm going through, so anything that's a little clumpy or shiny, I'm going to smooth that out with the brush because I just want thing to be nice and dry before I move on to the next step.
Nice. There was a question, Kathy. Someone was asking, instead of a fan, can you use like a heat gun like we would use for
I
embossing?
wouldn't use
Or
a
is that
heat gun because it's too hot.
too hot? Yeah.
It's too hot. It could make your paint crack.
Gotcha.
And you don't want that. Now for this design, you could do, any kind of patterns that you want, but I'm going to show you one of my favorites. I like this. I use it for earrings. I use it just for all different types of designs, and I'm just putting a little bit of paint on here. And now I'm going to use a little bit wider brush like this, and I'm going to put some pink paint here. And it's Valentine, so I'm going to kind of put this in Valentine colors. I'm going to put one right here,
Oh, I love that pink.
just like that. And this one, you can mix a little bit of fabric medium with this as well. Just a little, it's 2 to 1. And then I'm going to put a little circle in the middle because I'm going to do the flower. And then I'm going to just add some other colors. Let me make sure this is even. This one looks like it needs a little more on this side. And it's okay if I go over the black because I'm going to outline it again. once is the very last step. Again, a thin coat. Like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of orange. I like to use all the colors.
It looks so great. And you're using all acrylic paints for those, Kathy, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yes. You could use fabric paint if you have it, but I'm just using my craft paint. And for the white part, I did add the medium because that is the biggest part. But for these little accents, I think it'll be fine to go on top of the fabric paint.
Now, is this jean jacket washable?
It is, yes, it is. And that's another reason using the fabric medium that will also help it, just go through the wash better. But yeah, I have my other jeans jackets that I've painted. I wash them all the time. I have tote bags that I've painted, aprons. I wash those all the time. I noticed if I do not use the fabric medium, then it will crack. So definitely, at least on this white part, you want to add in the fabric medium. So now I'm
Gotcha.
going to add some red petals. And so I'm a lefty here. There's any other lefties out there.
Oh, I love that. You know what? My
So,
spatial relationship, I didn't even notice. That's awesome.
so I'm using this like a soft, kind of thicker liner brush, and I'm picking up a generous amount of paint. And I'm going to do a little petal like this where I just press down and then lift up to make a little point all the way around like that. And this will be the little center. And I mean, can't you just also see the beading opportunities in this of stitching on some beads in the center of the flowers or around the scallops? And then I'll add some little lines here.
Oh, that's great. Do you have a lot of people, Kathy, are so interested about the fabric medium and haven't actually used any before. Do you have a favorite brand, or are they pretty much, in your opinion, work pretty
So
equally?
I always use this one, Echo Art Fabric
Hmm.
Painting Medium, and it has the instructions right. Pre-wash your fabric, use it 2 to 1, apply with a brush or a sponge. That's what I did here. I added, 2 parts, 2 to 1 to medium, and just stir it up. And yeah, so that's that. Have always used this one. I do know there's other brands that I'm sure they work well as also. I just happened to buy that one and it worked well, so I just kept using it. So now I'm going to go in with a darker green to make the little petals. And this design is inspired by Mexican. So I actually have, this is a picture with the Mexican embroidery, and you see these, the little vines with the petals like that all around, and these little flowers. So this is for this design.
Oh, so beautiful.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm using this liner brush. I love these skinny liner brushes. And I'm just going to this going out like that. Like that. And then right here. Remember, these lines are sisters, not twins. Okay, if they're not exactly matching perfectly. Like that. Okay, rinsing that off. to add the little petals. So again, I go through my little brush collection here. I have a lot more brushes than this. You know, we all have our favorite brushes for what. Here it
It's
is.
so
I like
true.
that one. Yes. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw these little petals. And I'm going to do the same thing as press down and lift up. And they almost look like little commas.
Hmm.
It just looks so juicy when they're all put together. This. Painting jeans jackets and jeans too.
Oh, yeah, and
It's just
embellished jeans are so
a
on trend right now.
to level up. And especially it's
Another
just like perfect weather right now to wear these.
Yeah, and so perfect to stay in and create it for sure. Um, a couple of questions. People, you have almost 300 people watching you right now, Kathy, and
Oh
they
wow.
are all not to not to freak you out. I know that you're good with any number. But people are super excited about this painting technique, and there's a couple more questions. So, with the fabric painting medium, do you need to also use the Deco Art acrylics, or do you just mix that Deco Art with any brand?
You know what? I'm sure it would nicely. However, I just use whatever paints I have. I love Deco Art paints. I also use the plaid paint. I think it works well with all different types of paints because I for all different projects, and it's never failed me. It's always come out really nice. So I think it will work with Deco Art paints for sure, but it will also work.
Gotcha. There's another question here. So, if you say you make a mistake, let's say, and maybe it's a mistake that you feel is incorrectable, can you paint over it with the white to kind of
Yes.
fix that?
Yes.
Would you do
Okay,
that?
so make a mistake. What I suggest doing is let it completely and then go over it with white. And I do that with my paintings. I do it all the time. So it's really just relaxing, giving yourself some grace. Everything is fixable. And again, it's just, you know, crafting here. It's going to be fine. And let it dry. And white is an hour, so you can just go right over it. So I
Gotcha.
think by relieving that anxiety and knowing that you can fix it easily, maybe it will help you relax more so you don't make any mistakes in the first place.
That's great.
And there's not even mistakes really, you know, it's like this is we're having fun, we're painting, and maybe up close it's like oh my gosh, but from far away it's gonna look perfect. So now I have a lighter green, and I'm gonna turn my fan on here, see if we can get this to dry just a little bit more. I'm very heavy handed with my paint. So I always have to remind myself, like, go light, girl, go light.
The fan idea, I don't know why I never thought of that. It's such
Oh,
a good idea.
it is a life changer. I mean, this it's perfect because I do ceramics, I do all of that, and so I can move it around on the pole, and that way I can have other stuff in front of my table drying while I work on something else. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some highlights to the green. So I have a very light lime green, and I'm just going to lightly go over the darker green. It just gives it a little bit of highlights and makes it look a little more interesting. Just a little. I don't even have to do it on each one. And once, I mean, this pattern, it's really nice. You could use it for embroidery, you know, anything really. Okay, so I'm adding my little highlights there. And now I think it needs like a pretty blue, like a turquoise blue. Right now it's looking a little Valentine meets Christmassy, which I love both of those. But let me add a little bit of turquoise here. I can get it out of the bottle.
And I'll repost the template. There are a lot of people asking for the template. My friends,
Okay.
afterwards, we will repost and I'll pin it to the top of the group page so you folks can see it. But I'll flash it. While Kathy's kind of painting there, I'll give you a quick little, it looks just like this. Look at that, what she's painting right there. So I'll go ahead and repost it for you folks.
So now I'm using the tip of my paintbrush and I have this turquoise paint and I'm just adding little dots in between the red. Okay. Oh, and down here. And then now we have the scalloped area here. I think yellow would be really pretty with that. So my favorite color of yellow, I love this marigold yellow. It's not like a school bus yellow or a banana yellow. It's like it has a little more orange in it. And I'm just going to go through and add it around each of these little scallops. And see how adding the black helps a lot? It almost makes it like a coloring book. It just helps give you some little guidelines to follow. And it's really good for beginner painters. You can just put that in there and you just follow along with it. So now I'm filling these in with yellow. Just like that. This is so fun to paint with all of you. I wonder if anyone is painting along with me, working on a
I don't
jacket.
know if you are painting. I think that everyone is just riveted. Every people are keep jumping on. A couple of clarifications, just to Terry is super stoked about painting one of these. Are you adding the fabric medium to the accent colors as well,
You know
Kathy, or
what?
just the base?
I'm not, just for the sake of time,
Mm-hmm.
because we have it now. If this was like, you know, like a project for a custom order or something, I probably would pre-mix them, all of them in like a little tray with the fabric medium mixed in. But
Got
since
it.
this is a demo, just, you know, I'm, for the sake of time, I'm just using the paint. But I do recommend, you know, using it on the accent colors as well. So
Got
I
it.
go in with the pink and I'm going to outline the yellow like this. So this really just kind of ties it all together. Isn't it looking so cute?
Oh, it is. And
And this is
people,
just the beginning. I mean, you could like paint here, all around here.
I love it. Candy Cooper says she's going to get out her hot fix crystals.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, totally. Bonnie says she's going to paint her market banner.
Oh, nice. What a great idea.
Yeah. Lori says she is painting. She's painting on paper along with you.
Nice. So now I have these other colors. I really want to bring all the colors into it. So I'm going to go through with this green now. And I'm going to add a little bit of green here, just to tie it all together.
People are saying also, Kathy, they love your pattern so much. Some people are thinking about trying embroidery with your pattern.
Yeah. Look at that. That's so cute. So I think it also needs some yellow. I think like this would be so good to add a crystal, flat back crystals right here. And you know, on this pink, I think I'm going to add a bit of white mixed with the pink, just to kind of add like a little bit of highlights. So I have of the pink that I used, and I just added a little drop of the white. And I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush for this. And just a little bit on the brush, not a lot. I'm just going to add these little highlights right there. See how it just makes it look, gives it a little hint of something extra like
Yeah, a little
that.
dimension. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and then I can add, I really love using the back of my paintbrush to make the dots. So I'm going to do the same thing. So you could also use like the back of an eraser. I have this little tool in my ceramics. I'm thinking of selling these on my website. It's a little dot maker. So
Oh,
it
that's
has
clever.
all of these different, and I always have people ask me like, you should sell that on your website. So I think I might get the tool, and because it sure comes in handy. And then just dot around like this.
Nice. Oh, yeah, it really adds some texture in there. Let's see. There's a couple.
It's so funny. I was almost going to paint the white first before the class. And then I was
Mhm.
like, no, you'll have time. It worked out perfect.
It really did.
And so I just like to keep adding onto this. So I have the heart right here. I'm going to add one more little dot down here. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some other, like the pink. And I'm just going to, right there on each one, you can see how this can get out of hand very easily. It's like, I'll just keep adding. I'll just keep adding.
I love it. Now on the jacket that you showed at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
Kathy, with the flowers, all the different flowers, did you paint the white down first and then all those flowers
Yes.
over the top?
Yes.
So
So
the white is really your base for everything or most
yes,
things.
it is, especially when you're working on a dark fabric. It just, otherwise you have to put like, 4 coats of red for it to show
Hmm.
up. Now on the jacket that I showed you, which I will bring back up in a minute, I wanted to go for the look of oilcloth. And if you
Mm.
look at the oilcloth, they print it in layers, and you could see that white outline around the designs on the oilcloth. So that was my inspiration for the flowers on that jacket, was for it to resemble oilcloth.
Gotcha.
Okay, look at, here it is. It is just about done. Like,
I love
it
it.
looks so cute. So the only thing I can really think of is I could go in with maybe the yellow with this super skinny brush, and I can add some more little line. It all depends on your style. I am a maximalist style
Hmm.
person. I love more, more, more. So I'm going to add these little white or yellow lines coming out. You can hardly even see them, but they're there like that. And then I think I can even go in with the orange and put a little bit of orange of each of the red petals. Like that. Oh, I love that.
Very
Really
nice.
cute. Yes. And then I can go back in with the black. And if you're into embroidery, it'd be really cool to embroider with black around it, or puffy paint or something, just to bring the black out. So I have my black. I'm going to wet it down just a little bit to make it so it glides a little better. And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean up all of these black lines so they're nice and solid. Some people don't like to incorporate black in their illustrations or drawing. I do both. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. For this jacket, I think it works really nicely. And I often wear this jacket with like a maxi dress, and I'll put, it's like a cropped jeans jacket, and it just looks so cute.
So cute.
Especially if you're, if you're vending at an event or you have a speaking presentation. It's a way to look nice and stylish, but still have your artistic side live on display. Because it's not too crazy. It looks really, really nice.
So
See how the
nice.
black just like brings it to life?
So
And then
nice.
even to tie it in, I could put some little black dots around here.
Now,
And then,
Kathy, I may be jumping the gun, but there's another question that's been asked a couple of times.
sure.
Um, the After you've completed the painting, do you heat set this in any way?
Um, don't,
Like with an
but
iron or
no, I usually don't. Was
mhm.
with fabric markers, I would. So what
Mhm.
I'm gonna do with this, completely dry, I like to go over it with sparkle varnish. My Mod
Okay.
Podge sparkle varnish. And
Oh.
that way it seals, gives it like a little bit of sparkle, and it's not a heavy coat because black or anything, but just a thin little coat of sparkle varnish, seal it all in, and make it just look nice and finished. And love to do with this, like I could go in with my fabric markers around here, add some other colors, or maybe some trim, some really cute like hanging off of here.
Mhm.
So I have another jacket. Let me show you. Let me grab it real quick.
Oh, that would be great. And we have about 15 minutes left, Kathy, just an
Okay,
FYI.
perfect. So this one I did, and it was actually in a runway show. So I'm going to set this jacket aside so that it doesn't get messed up. So I showed you the one that looked like oilcloth. So this one, I had a lot of fun with this one. So this one, I started off
Oh my
with
goodness.
watered down paint. So I added my fabric medium to my paint and I watered it down almost like a watercolor wash. And so you could see here, I did orange and pink and then just kind of blended them in. Over here, I did lime green, purple, teal, and I just blended them. I have red over here. So I just had fun playing with different colors. I stitched on some appliques. I painted on a flower. This says, guided by my heart. That is the phrase that I wrote here. And I added the little flat back crystals. I glued those on. And then on the front of the jacket, let's see where I stitched that. The front of the jacket, I painted the top to match the back, and I added some little, greenery here. I stitched on some little appliques, and then I used a bold marker to add these little dots that look like studs. I splattered the gold metallic paint, just like with a paintbrush, splattered
Mhm.
that on there. So it just shows you can really have fun. You can go as simple or as busy as you want. And so I will bring this one back.
And
And
so
I
again,
love how this turned out. I think
oh,
I'm
it's
going
so
to
good.
add some flat back crystals around this. That would be really, really cute.
So good. Kathy, couple more questions because seriously, people are like, it is fast and furious here. Um, so do you dry clean these, hand wash them, toss them in the
um,
laundry?
so what I do is I wash it gentle cycle in the wash and then hang dry. I don't put it in the dryer.
Gotcha.
And yeah,
And
gentle wash. Definitely
okay.
gentle wash.
Will you show that sparkle Mod Podge and the fabric medium one more time, just on
Sure.
the, so people get ready to take your screenshot,
Yes.
everybody.
So this is actually I just used Mod Podge and I put in my own little micro fine glitter into it.
Okay,
But it's a
great.
sparkle Mod Podge in the hot pink and just a very light coat of this. And then the fabric medium is the fabric painting medium. There's all different brands that make it. I really love this Deco Art one. It's the one I've been using all along. 2-to-1 ratio. And yeah, that's the gist.
That's it.
And then these are the little flat back crisp. Once this is dry, I'm going to add the sparkle varnish, and then these are the little. Now these I love because they are the ones that they're faceted, and then they're just flat on the back. They're not clear. They have like that holographic iridescent kind of look. Those
Mm-hmm.
are my favorite types of flat back crystals. I found that when I use a red or a clear, it just doesn't sparkle as much.
Mm-hmm.
These are like the maximum sparkle that I have found. They come in all different sizes depending on what you're putting them on. So I use these on a lot of different crafts.
Got it. Great. Kathy is saying we're going to clear the stores out of jeans jackets.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's so funny is like now that you're thinking about it, you will come across a jeans jacket. You'll find one. Trust me.
Yeah, you
Either
will.
someone will say they have one for you or you'll find one in your closet. But and see, it doesn't have to be all crazy. You can make it as simple as you want. I think this is a perfect little artist statement for the back of this jacket. I like to wear this jacket. I have like a white dress that is sleeveless, and I like to cover my arms. I just feel more comfortable when my
I do
arms are
too.
covered.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so cute because it goes so well over any sleeveless dress. It looks hip, it looks cool, and to add some, a little accent like this makes it even better.
Even better. And
Mm-hmm.
we've done a link to your heart template that people can download. It's on the Great Bead Extravaganza page and in the group. You can find them both there, and you can rewatch this. I know some of you have said, pardon me, that you've just jumped in a little bit later. You'll be able to go back, rewatch the broadcast. It'll be archived on both the Great Bead Extravaganza page, group, and YouTube channel. And Kathy's going to go ahead and share it out to her social as well. So yes, it's all acrylic paint with the fabric medium. So fantastic. So Kathy, I'm
Yes.
going to put us all back on the screen here because you know what I think it's time for? Oh, you're going to show
Oh
there's
yeah,
the
these are the
paint.
paints that I use, the Deco Art paint and then the Deco Art fabric medium. They look really
Fantastic.
nice.
Well, shall we do our giveaway, my friend?
Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. So make sure, folks, if you haven't yet, you can put that hashtag heart to win a spot in Kathy's virtual Corazon retreat that's coming up. I'll flash where you can also sign up and her website and everything. But let's go ahead and do that drawing. And here we go. So
This is so
exciting.
cool.
Jessica!
Jessica,
I'm going
yay.
to screenshot you, my friend. And now, what you are going to do, Jessica, is you are going to contact Kathy at craftychica.com for more information on how to get your prize to you. Okay. So I hope you're watching. Comment if you're watching, and just go ahead um, and send that email. I'm going through the comments here. Oh, that's so sweet. Metasol, we puffy heart you, Crafty Chica. And Kate,
Oh, thank
that's awesome.
you.
That's so awesome. That's so great.
Thank
Now,
you,
my friend,
Marisol.
if you want to, Jessica, I'm waiting for you to comment to make sure that you're on here and watching. I'm going to keep looking to make sure that you're on there. Oh, yeah, there she is. There she is. I see you. Congratulations, Jessica. Awesome. You can find the info if you'd like to just get a spot in Kathy's retreat. It opened on January 12th, but there's still a few spots available. So if you're going to jump in and do it, get over there and get your sign up. Use coupon code Chica to get a discount on the Crafty Corazon online retreat. Registration, as I said, opens January 12th, and there's still a few spots available.
And
You
I
can
have
find,
a couple other crafty tips just because I'm
oh, great.
excited to be.
Oh, sure. I'm going
These
to
drink
highlight you.
coasters I made from, see my art t-shirt all full of paint. I don't like to, this one I turned it into an apron. I turned it into a craft apron. I have the tutorial on my YouTube. And then I shirts into strips and crochet them into drink coasters. So that our art shirts, we can like still use them and keep them sustainable. My other scraps that I have, I sew them into the paper towels. So instead of using paper towels, I just use these and just wash them. One side is a terry cloth towel and the other side fabric. So if I need to scrub or if I need to clean something off. So that's just a little tips from the craft room.
Oh my goodness, that is so clever. We just need to have like a tips show where people just,
Oh my, I would love that.
wouldn't that be fun? I'll keep you,
Yes.
I'll keep you informed because we might just need to have
Awesome.
just a tips show. I love it. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
embiggen your heart here one more time. Look at my friends. Just, oh, it's so delicious. I love it. I love it. Jessica, you can see there's Kathy's email, Kathy@craftychica.com. Hopefully you've got that now. We're good to go. So good. All right. Well, people are all tip show, tip show. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I love it. people loved it. They're thanking you. We have almost 300 people watching across
Oh, thank
um,
you. That
all
was
different.
so fun.
My goodness. Well, my friend, it looks like our time is coming to an end, but let me just make sure, friends, you can find everything Crafty Chica related. Um, on her website at craftychica.com. Also, give her a follow over on Instagram. You can find a lot more tutorials and everything on her YouTube channel. And Kathy has a myriad of products out there to make your crafty life even more exciting: journals, planners, fabric. You're such, I call you an omnicrafter, but Kathy, what do you call yourself?
Hyper creative, a multi hyphenate, hyper creative.
I love it. Yes. Well, thank you for sharing your hyper creativity with us
Thank
here at the Great
you.
Bead Extravaganza. We really, really appreciate it. We really, really appreciate you. Now, my friends, I think I'm just going to flash the the Great Bead Extravaganza um, schedule up one last time at Pacific at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Christy Friesen is going to be on to wrap this whole event up. Um, it was so, so special with our special guest artist, Kathy Cano-Mirillo, the Crafty Chica, fangirling here
Oh,
100%. Friends, also stay tuned after Christy's segment because we're going to post the dates, etc., for our next event. So you'll find that. You'll mark your calendars. And again, thank you so much, Kathy. It was amazing. You're getting
thank
so
you,
many thanks.
Kate. Thank you so much to everyone. It was such an honor to be a part of this fabulous event with all these other amazing artists and teachers and creatives. So thank you. Hugs to all of you.
Hugs to you, my friend. And I hope our crafty paths cross again soon.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
All right. Thanks so
Bye.
much, everybody. Talk to you soon.